is Brianna Angulo, and my presentation will be on hate crimes in Los Angeles. So what is a hate crime, also known as a bias crime? According to federal law, a hate crime is a criminal offense against a person or property motivated in a whole or in part by offender's bias against race, religion, disability, sexual orientation, ethnicity, gender, or gender identity. This varies by state, but in California, this is basically the same. This is the same law applied in California. So the crime problem in Los Angeles. The FBI has reported that there was a 17% increase on hate crimes in America in 2017. Hate crimes within Los Angeles grew by 5% in 2017. Racial hate crimes increased by 9%. Anti-Black crimes have rose 15%, and anti-Latino crimes have rose 16%. Hate crimes are underreported in Los Angeles. Sexual orientation hate crimes have declined by 8%, but the transgender community continues to increase in hate crimes. So, my literature review. The two most common hate crimes against protected groups are the LGBTQ community and race and ethnicity. The racial hate crimes have increased by 9%. The types of criminal offenses against these protected groups were vandalism, simple assault, aggravated assault, intimidation, disorderly conduct, and robbery. But the highest type of offense was vandalism and simple assault for across the board. The majority of criminal offenders have been male suspects between the ages of 24 and 40. Researchers discuss the mental health impact of crimes. The research indicates that when violence is targeted by their sexual orientation, race, religion, ethnicity, and gender, not only does it affect the person that is targeted, but it also affects the community that the main victim is a part of. Their study found that the majority of communities would be afraid because their mentality is that they would be next, or it could have been them. There have been studies of the victims, their neighborhoods, and the victim's community outside of their neighborhood. Strengths and limitations. Strengths include helping victims long-term, encouraging victims to report their hate crimes, and letting victims open up about their experience and let other victims within their group know about the program. So this would help other people to reach out to their community and say, hey, we have this program here, it helps out, you'll be able to open up more about your experience, there's officers there that could help you. So the limitations include not enough reported hate crimes for accurate data, privacy concerns, although everything will still be anonymous. New people will be implemented into the program, could be emotionally scarring for some people participating just because they're opening up and they're hearing about other people's stories. Victims may not want to discuss their whole experience. Recommendations will not help everyone who has been victims of hate crimes just because everyone deals with situations differently. So my first recommendation is I implemented it from Eugene, Oregon, because they have the highest hate crime data within the US. They're more with community policing, and this is what I want to implement into Los Angeles. This is the type of program that would help communities and law enforcement come together in order to help lower hate crimes reports and incidents. The police departments within the city of Los Angeles will conduct these meetings once a month and will help the public understand what hate crimes are and what hate crimes could potentially affect the whole neighborhood. The crime reports are not accurate because of the countless hate crimes that are not reported through local police departments, which is because incidents was not important enough to be reported to the police. There was nothing police could do to help. Police would not want to be bothered or get involved. Reporting the incident could bring more harm to the victim. So these are the reasons why that most hate crimes are underreported in Los Angeles. My second recommendation, majority of the hate crime victims experience long-term PTSD symptoms. It is recommended to implement guiding principles, post-victimization counseling, provide education, support network, and revisiting the hate crime. This should be put into effect with the city psychologist and other mental health experts as cases for the victims that need help with understanding their hate crime and ease back to normal day-to-day life. Evaluation. The independent variable in this evaluation will provide mental health professionals to hate crime victims. The dependent variable is to create a better relationship with the hate crime victims. So such as support groups could help with this, this will then lead to helping victims as well as having them trust law enforcement, which would get the hate crime data more accurate. Time in the research will be longitudinal design. During this time, we will improve the program to benefit those who have survived hate crimes. The design will be conducted in the study as a before and after. Data collections will be mixed, so it will be numerical questions, but also open-ended questions to help get more information on the victims and their experiences. Another impact on the outcome can be that more people will come forward with hate crime reports, which will then create a more statistical hate crime report. Probability in a program like this, many people will come and some people will not come back since it is a volunteer program. Samples will only include to help those who report their hate crimes. This will impact an increase to hate crime reports to be reported, to be part of the program that will benefit them mentally and help them create a stronger community. Barriers and challenges in the evaluation can include logistical challenges and ethical issues within the study. So for logistical challenges, people might not want to come forth with their hate crimes or not be able to be open with their details. So with ethical challenges, it's with privacy concerns, but everything will be anonymous and everything will be kept confidential when they go to these support groups and they start talking about their experiences. And their surveys will definitely be anonymous. So in conclusion, in order for Angelenos to trust law enforcement, we have to establish these programs throughout the city of Los Angeles. These programs will benefit a safer community and establish a accurate data of hate crimes within the city, but also help the victims trust the police officers. It'll help the victims go forward with their lives and not be subjected to this one incident that happened to them, this one tragic incident that happened to them, and they will be able to move on forward. So thank you for your time. Bye.